Okay, I am live. I can take the sign down. I have an update on the Balenciaga thing. And Balenciaga Gate, it reminds me of old times. It reminds me of hashtag Pizzagate. I used hashtags in the title today. Hashtag Balenciaga Gate and hashtag Fashion Gate. And it's all because of these pictures Balenciaga published. One of them, two sets of ad campaigns. I'll read the statement. Okay, they put out a statement on Instagram just about an hour ago. So I'm going to read that to you. And I can also read you Kim Kardashian's response too. People are being critical of both, although the statement from Balenciaga just came out. People have been posting images on Twitter of different people associated with Balenciaga. I posted something today of Kim Kardashian in like a GIMP outfit, so I'll show you that too. So Balenciaga so far put out a series of photos. One was kids with their toys, or that's what it's supposed to be based on. And it was kids with the items from the Balenciaga gift shop. Those items included teddy bears dressed in bondage. It's not like Balenciaga says, people say they're like BDSM teddy bears, but they are BDSM teddy bears with wrist restraints and leg restraints and spike collars and crap. So they are BDSM teddy bears, and those already existed previous to anything and had been in fashion shows before. So the teddy bears and bondage was already a thing that Balenciaga decided to do. Okay. So that's a little weird. Okay. It's cool. Adults can do stuff. Like, I don't want to kink shame too much. Okay. Yes, people can be weird. Adults can be weird. That's cool. When it comes down to being weird around kids, then people start to get concerned. And that's why Balenciaga put out the response today. So anyway, one picture series was the kids holding the bears or near the bears. Another picture series was adults in an office with papers everywhere and books. And some of the books, I pointed out in another video, were art books, which had, the art was described. One of the artists that had a book in the picture has artwork that's described as toddlers in like mysterious and ominous situations. So that's like what it was. And it's naked toddlers in like dark situations. Okay. Some people want to tell me this guy's a great artist and you don't understand. So, okay, for those people, but that's what it was. So anyway, in addition to the stuff you've heard, there's those books, which nobody's even talking about, which had some just, some occult imagery and then some of this other weird imagery associated with it. But that's not even part of anything, not part of any apology. That's just like a separate part of the picture that nobody's even talking about. The part of the picture that created the real headaches for Balenciaga, since somebody figured it out, was a part of a court document that had just the corner out of it, which had in it the words like sexual intercourse, that kind of thing. And then it happened to be from a Supreme Court case involving CP. So where it wasn't like the person who distributed the CP won the case or anything, the Supreme Court said that he couldn't distribute CP. It wasn't free speech. It wasn't covered by free speech, which is what he tried to claim. So it wasn't like it was a Supreme Court ruling in favor of CP. Okay. Just so it's clear. But it was a court document with, first of all, the words like sexual intercourse and stuff clearly visible on the document. And then the document happened to be related to that Supreme Court case. And that's really where the trouble started. And then Balenciaga turned around and said they were suing this production company, North Six, and this other guy, Desjardins, the photographer, for placing the documents there and putting Balenciaga in trouble. I don't know. I'm about to show you their latest statement. Okay, I'm just giving you the wind up. I don't know who was responsible for placing that document. You'll have to decide based on now what they've said. Okay, so this is maybe where I get into it. I'll tell you. First, let's go back in time. Tell you what Kim said. Okay, Kim Kardashian, the mother of Ye's children, billionaire, elite, Kim Kardashian, who got famous originally for a sex tape. I have been quiet. This is what she said on Twitter. I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. As a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this to never happen again. As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I am expecting to see them take to protect children. Okay, so that's what Kim says. And actually, it's important that she said that, because from Kim's mouth to God's ears, I guess, because she said she's planning to maybe continue working with Balenciaga as long as they take more accountability for what happened. Like people said in my video, it's not believable to people, creative type people. It wasn't believable that Balenciaga didn't know about what they were doing. Because when it comes to creating a set for a commercial, every piece of the picture should be scrutinized. Every prop is chosen, for some reason. And that's why the choice of the art books, is interesting considering what they're about. And the choice of the document, people think, must have been a choice by somebody. So Balenciaga sued the photographer. I don't know if they're going to stop suing him based on the statement, but now I'll show you the statement. Thanks for the super chat. Planet X Hunter, who says, for the grift, brother, thank you for that. And I'll tell you guys how you can support the show if you feel like doing that. Here's the statement from Instagram. And I'd love to tell you what people were saying in response to the statement. But it looks like they've turned off comments for this post. It says comments on this post have been limited. Well, they've been limited to 0, it looks like. So here's the statement from Balenciaga in all caps, released on Instagram. We would like to address the controversy surrounding our recent ad campaigns. We strongly condemn child abuse. It was never our intent to include it in our narrative. The 2 separate ad campaigns in question reflect a series of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. The first campaign, the gift collection campaign, featured children with plush bear bags dressed in what some have labeled BDSM inspired outfits. Okay. Sorry, I just dispute that. They are. I don't know. What else are you supposed to call them when people have on BDSM, when the bears have on BDSM stuff? Would you say BDSM teddy bears, or would you say some people call it that? Anyway, our plush bear bags and the gift collection should not have been featured with children. This was a wrong choice by Balenciaga, combined with our failure in assessing and validating images. The responsibility for this lies with Balenciaga alone. The second separate campaign for spring 2023, which was meant to replicate a business office environment, included a photo with a page in the background from a Supreme Court ruling, United States v. Williams, 2008, which confirms as illegal and not protected by freedom of speech the promotion of child pornography. All the items included in this shooting were provided by third parties that confirmed in writing that these props were fake office documents. They turned out to be real legal papers, most likely coming from the filming of a television drama. The inclusion of these unapproved documents was the result of reckless negligence for which Balenciaga has filed a complaint. We take full accountability for our lack of oversight and control of the documents in the background, and we could have done things differently. While internal and external investigations are ongoing, we are taking the following actions. We are closely revising our organization and collective ways of working. We are reinforcing the structures around our creative processes and validation steps. We want to ensure that new controls mark a pivot and will prevent this from happening again. We are laying the groundwork with organizations who specialize in child protection and aims at ending child abuse and exploitation. We want to learn from our mistakes and identify ways we can contribute. Balenciaga reiterates its sincere apologies for the offense we have caused and extends its apologies to talent and partners. Okay, so their excuse is there is no excuse for the children's thing, and they should have known better, right? Which that's true. And then for the other one, this is the story that they thought they were just random office document props, and that didn't have anything important on them, that weren't real documents of any kind, legal documents. It turned out there was a real legal document, which just so happened to be showing a lot of words like sexual, and it just so happened that that part of the page was exposed in the picture. But it just so happened because the documents came from a TV drama. Well, I try to take people at their word, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And when it comes to accusations about like people being pedos, then you want to be even more cautious, right? We don't want to say, oh, these people are definitely pedos and they're covering it up or whatever. Oh, I don't want to say that because actually I don't know. And then someday down the road, somebody might be like, well, I worked at Balenciaga and you said that we were pedos and somebody told me I was a pedo. So I don't want that either. So they say, that's what they say. Sounds crazy though. Does sound crazy. That's just what they say. They say that it came from some TV drama and it just so happened that that part of the page was exposed. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? You can tell me in the comments or in the live chat. But just looked into some other stuff about the creative director at Balenciaga, and he previously dressed Kim Kardashian. I mean, Kim Kardashian was previously dressed in like a gimp outfit. I tweeted about that today, and actually it made it to the Alex Jones show. That is Kim Kardashian, previously wearing Balenciaga, designed by their creative director, Denma. So and then they had the BDSM teddy bears, which some people call BDSM teddy bears. I mean, they had BDSM teddy bears. That's already kind of mixing adult stuff with child stuff, really. So then to include it with kids is just kind of one step further down the road it was already going down. I mean, but I don't know, obviously I can't say these people are all pedos. I really don't know that, but they are into, they are into stuff like this kind of thing. This kind of thing is apparently in fashion. I'll show you. Bring out the GIMP. Here you go. This is from an article from this year. Bring out the GIMP, tracing fashion's obsession with squeaky bottoms, they call them. So it says from Lee Bowery to Vivienne Westwood to Balenciaga, GIMP is in style. So anyway, that's Fashion Gate for you. So I might do a show. I might do a show a little bit later tonight with somebody who actually works in fashion to give a little more update onto the Balenciaga thing and talk a little bit more background on it. So that could be later tonight. If you want to, it's Cyber Monday and you want to buy stuff from a fashion house that shares your values. So go to truthclothing.io today and you can get one of these or something like it. All these propaganda shirts are on sale for 25% off. If you go to truthclothing.io and put in the coupon code THANKS, and then you can, not every shirt is on sale though. So, but these are the stuff that's not on sale is our partner tees. So, but everything else should be 25% off with coupon code THANKS at truthclothing.io, where we don't put out questionable images involving children and CP. We refrain from that. So if you'd like to support that kind of store, do that. Or you can also just drop a tip to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. You can leave that anytime and I'll read it off on the live show. All right. So press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later. Usually I do the show at 8 p.m. Pacific time, Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. That's when you can tune in. So thanks, everybody. Good seeing you. And for now, that's what it is.